Good morning, students. You are going to write a unit examination. So for that, the portions will be a rational number, exercise number 1.1 and 1.2. Second one is exponents and powers. That exercise number is 2.1 till what we have taught you. The question pattern is choose it 5 into 1 which is equal to 5 and 2 marks. 5 questions will be given, 5 into 2 which is equal to 10 and 5 marks, 2 into 5 which is equal to 10, totally 25 marks. For 25 marks you are going to write the examination. Exercise number 1.1. So what is the topic in the exercise number 1.1? Rational numbers. So what do you mean by rational number? A rational number can be expressed as P by Q. Rational number can be expressed in the form of P by Q, where this Q, denominator value, doesn't equal to 0. So P by Q, rational number means this what? P by Q, that P by Q, the Q value doesn't equal to 0. So listen, next what? Rational number equivalent to a given rational number can be obtained by what? Multiplying numerator and denominator by same non-zero integer. You should not multiply with 0. How to multiple except that 0. So for example, I am taking one rational number 2 by 3. You should not multiple this number into 0. How to multiple any other number that is non-zero number. I am taking 1 by 1. If you multiplying and as well as dividing with 1, you will get the result as 2 by 3. Is there any change? No. 2 by 3 remains 2 by 3 only. Next, I am going to multiply this 2 by 3 into 2. So what is the value? You should not change only the numerator. You also change the denominator also. So whenever you are multiplying the numerator and denominator, you have to use the same number. So if you are multiplying with 1, the denominator will be multiplied with 1. If you are multiplying the numerator with 2, the denominator will be multiplied by 2 also. So 2 into 2 is what? 2 2s are 4, 3 2s are 6. So now I am cancelling these two. Now both are comes in the even numbers comes in the 2 table. So 4 and 6 comes in the 2 table. How many 2s are 4? 2 2s are 4. How many 2s are 6? 3 2s are 6. So this 4 by 6 can be reduced and write 2 by 3. So already a question is 2 by 3 only. Is there any change when you are multiplying as well as dividing the same number? No. Whenever you are changing into the given rational number into the equivalent fraction, you have to multiply both numerator as well as denominator as what? Same number. That is except non-zero. So that is what? Except 0. Non-zero numbers you can use. So listen to the properties of rational number. What are the properties? The properties are closure, commutative, associative, inverse, at last identity. So listen carefully. What are the properties in the rational numbers? Closure, commutative, associative, inverse and identity. So listen. The 4 basic operations in the mathematics. What are they? They are addition, subtraction, multiplication, at last division. So we have to check each and every one. So addition, which is closed under addition or not. The given function is closed under addition or not. Commutative under addition or not. Associative under addition or not. Inverse under addition or not. Identity under addition or not. That only we are going to check. So these are all we have seen in the previous video itself. Just once we can recall that one. So closure means what? For addition, you take any two rational number A and B. The addition of that number, the sum of that number is also a rational number or not. So that is mean for the closure property. Then what do you mean for the commutative property? If you taking the two number A comma B, that A plus B which is equal to B plus A or not. So listen carefully. For closure, you have to check the sum A plus B is a rational number. So if it is a rational number, we can say that rational is closed under addition. Then commutative, you can take any rational number A and B, the A plus B which is equal to B plus A. So if it's satisfied, you can say this is what? Commutative under addition. Next, associative. Now you can take the three values A comma B comma C. So if you are taking the three values of the rational number, you have to check which condition. A plus B plus C, which is equal to A plus B plus C. So listen, A plus of B plus C, which is equal to, you can change the bracket, A plus B, another value is C. So if it is satisfied, if both are equal, you can say it is associative under addition. Then next one is inverse. What is the additive inverse? So you are going to add the two value, the result will be the 0. So A with what gives you 0? You can separate the similar value only, you get the value as 0. So A minus A. So what is the additive inverse here? A plus of minus A, which is equal to 0. So if you taken the number, that means if you take 2 by 3 means when you are taking the value that is in negative only, you get the result as 0. So I am taking A as 2 by 3. If you take that minus A as minus 2 by 3 only, both the denominators are same. You can subtract the numerator. 2 minus 2 is what? 0. So 0 by 3 is 0. So now we can say A plus minus A equal to 0. Okay. Then what about the identity? Our additive identity is 0. Okay. So that means A plus 0 equal to 0 plus A equal to 0. Sorry, A. Whenever you added the number with 0 or 0 will be added with any number, the result will be that number only. So we can call this 0 is the additive identity. Then one problem I have given in the text note also. 0 is the only rational number which has its own additive inverse. 0 is the only rational number has its own additive inverse. So check. If you take A with the same variable only, you get what? Result as a 0. So from this condition we can say 0 is the only rational number which has its own additive inverse. So for addition, we have checked this phi property. By the similar way, we have to check subtraction, multiplication, also a division. For subtraction, A minus B. Instead of this plus, you can put what? Minus. A minus B is a rational number or not. Commutative means A minus B, which is equal to B minus A. Then for associative, A minus of B minus C, which is equal to A minus B minus C. Then inverse. For subtraction, there is no inverse and identity, and this property is also not satisfied. So similarly, division also, the above properties are not satisfied. There is no identity and inverse for division also. Check for the multiplication. If you want to check for the multiplication, you can put the multiplication symbol. A into B, which is equal to any number, no. That number is a rational number or not. Commutative property, A into B, which is equal to B into A. Then associative property, A into B into C, which is equal to A into B into C. Then for inverse, what is the inverse of for multiplication? If the value is A, its reciprocal is the inverse. If the value is A, the reciprocal is the inverse for multiplication. Then identity is, so when you are cancelling these two terms, what is your value? 1 is the value. This 1 is called to be a multiplicative identity. 0 is the additive, what? Additive inverse. 1 is the multiplicative identity. So listen. So this can be verified. For addition and multiplication, all the properties satisfied. For subtraction and division, there is no property satisfies. So okay, look at the problem. Evaluate 2 by 3 plus 6 by 7 minus 1 by 3 plus 3 by 2 plus 5 by 2 minus 4 by 7 minus 3. So first check the denominators. So denominators values are different. So you can combine and write the same denominator. So first value is 2 by 3 and here also the denominator 3. So you can combine and write 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3. Next look at the next term, 6 by 7. Look either any 7, yes, here 7. So you can take and write minus 4 by 7. So next term, we have already written these. So take the next term 3 by 2. So again here also denominator 2. So you can combine and write plus 5 by 2. At last minus 3. So listen here. From this 2, both the denominators are same, you can add or subtract the powers. So here the operation is subtraction. 2 minus 1 is what? 1. 1 by 3. So leave this. Next look at the next two terms. So both the denominators are 7, you can take the 7 as common. 6 minus 4 is what? 6 minus 4 is 2. So you can write that 2. Next, leave these terms and look at the next two terms. Both the denominators are 2. So you can add the numerators. What are the numerators? 3 plus 5. So what is 3 plus 5? 8. So 8 by 2. At last minus 3. So here all our denominators are varying. So different denominators you can take the LCM. 3, 2, 7 or 3, 7, 2. Everything you can change and write. So these two terms are odd number. This is only an even number. So first I am finding the even number. So if you divide it with 2, 3 and 7 remains as it is. This 2 becomes 1. And look, 3 only comes in 3 tables. So you can put 3 and 3 as 1 time. 7 you can write as it is. Then 7 table 1, 1. So at last 1 comes. Listen here. So everything becomes 1, 1. Now you can multiply the factors. What are the factors here? 2 into 3 into 7. So 2 into 3 into 7. 2 3s are 6. 6 into 7 is what? 42. So 6 7s are 42. The LCM value will be 42. So listen. When this 3 becomes 42. So 3 into 40 is 42. So whenever you are multiplying the denominator, you have to multiply the numerator also. So 1 into 14, 3 into 14. 1 14s are 14, 3 14s are 42. Next look at the second one, 2 by 7. When 7 changes to 42, if you are multiplying it with 6 only, it will be changes into 42. So multiply both the numerator and denominator with 6. 2 6 are 12, 7 6 are 42. Next listen here. 8 by 2. So 8 by 2 means what? You have to multiply with which term? It becomes 42. So this can be split and write as 2 into 3 into 7. So 2 into 3 7s are is what? 21. So 2 into 21 is 42. So whenever you are multiplying the denominator, you have to multiply the same number with the numerator. 8 into 21 divided by 2 into 21 minus. Here 3 in denominator there is no value. No value means for 1. So 3 by 1 is again what? 3 only. So 1 into 42 is only 42. So you can multiply the numerator as well as denominator into 42. 3 into 42 divided by 1 into 42. Listen here. 1 14s are 14, 3 14s are 42. Plus 2 into 6 is 12. 7 6 are 42. Plus 8 into 21. 8 into 1 is 8. 2 8s are 16. 168 by 42. Minus 2 into 3 is 6. 4 into 3 is 12. Divided by 42. So these are addition. This only term is subtraction. So you check the denominator first. All the denominators are same. So you can take the denominator as common. So this is 42. So add those numbers. 14 plus 12 plus 168. 14 plus 12 plus 168 is what? 194. So you can write 194 minus this 126. 194 minus 126 is what? That is 68. So answer is 68 by 42. So both are even number. We can cancel it with the 2 table. We are cancelling with the 2 table. 3 times, 4 times divided by 2 times 110. That is 34 divided by 21. They given ask you to find the evaluation means you have to do this method. So you can use that method or simply take all the terms at the LCM. So I am combining the same denominators and whenever it is subtraction, you can subtract the value. If it is addition, you can add the values. So next one is simplify. So look at here. What is the question? 5 by 8 into minus 9 by 7 plus 3 by 7 into 5 by 8 minus 5 by 8 into minus 2 by 7. So listen. 5 into 9 is what? 45. So if it is addition or subtraction, you have to check the denominators. But it is multiplication. You can easily multiply the numerator as well as the denominator. So 5 9s are what? 45. For the sign is negative, how to put the negative sign? 8 7s are 56. Next put the symbol, that is plus. So here in bracket it is multiplication. So you can multiply both the numerator and denominator. 3 5s are what? 15. 7 8s are 56. So check. Here it is subtraction and here subtraction. So minus into minus plus 5 2s are 10, 8 7s are 56. So these two terms are in addition. The first term is subtraction. So you can keep the first term as it is. So check. All the denominators are 56. So denominators are same. You can add the numerators. 15 plus 10 is 25. Now check. Both are 56. You can put the 56 as it is. Look at the numerator. Minus 45 plus 25. So both are in different sign. Both are in different sign. You can subtract and put the highest number value. What's the highest value here? Minus 45 is the highest value. You can put the minus sign and subtract the value. 0, 20. So minus 20 by 56. You can stop here itself or else cancel it with the 2 table. How many times? 10 times. This is 28 times. So again cancelling it with the 2 table. 5 times, 14 times. So answer is minus 5 by 14. So look at the next question. By which rational number should 4 by 9 be divided to get 8 by 11? So look at the question once again. By which rational number should 4 by 9 be divided? 4 by 9 be divided. So you can take 4 by 9 first. The rational number we don't know. Let the rational number be x. So 4 by 9 divided by x, which is equal to get means that is your result, which is equal to 8 by 11. So you have to change the operation. If you want to change the operation, the values must be reciprocal. Reciprocal means what is the reciprocal of x? Reciprocal of x is 1 by x. Reciprocal of x is what? 1 by x. So 4 by 9 you can write as it is. The division gets changed into multiplication. X by 1 can be written as 1 by x, which is equal to 8 by 11. So we need only the value of x. So you can take this x to this side, this 8 by 11 to this side. So division goes as to the numerator. This denominator goes to the numerator as x. This 8 by 11 can be written as. So here this is the numerator. Numerator comes this side as a division denominator. This denominator goes to the numerator. 4 by 9 will be as it is. Put the multiplication symbol. This value comes to the left hand side means it will get reciprocal. That means numerator comes to denominator, denominator goes to numerator. 8 by 11 can be rewritten as 11 by 8, which is equal to x. So cancel the terms. It is in the operation of multiplication. You can cancel numerator as well as denominator. 1 time, 2 time. So what is your result? X, which is equal to 1 into 11 is 11 divided by 2 into 9 is 18. So our result is x, which is equal to 11 by 18. You can substitute the value here and check whether the answer is 8 by 11 or not. So by which rational number should be? Which rational number? That 11 by 18 should be divided with what number? 4 by 9. 4 by 9 divide that 11 by 18, your result to get 8 by 11. Exercise number 1.2. Represent the following rational numbers on a number line. So what do you mean by number line first? For integer, we can write the number line using the 0 as the origin. The right side of the origin will be a positive value 1, 2 of the etc. The left side of the origin will be a negative values -1, -2 up to etc. Here we are going to draw a number line for which one? Rational number. Rational number is of the form p by q. So listen here. So first you have to check whether it is a proper fraction or improper fraction. What do you mean by proper fraction first? Proper fraction means for our denominator value will be greater than the numerator value. Denominator value will be greater than the numerator value. Here check 2 by 3. This is called to be a numerator and this is denominator. Denominator is greater than numerator. Okay, 3 is greater than 2. So this will be lies in between in the number line 0 to 1. So how we can represent this one? In between the zeros and 1. If it is proper fraction, we can notate like that. So if it is improper fraction, opposite of this one. So numerator is greater than the denominator. Numerator is greater than denominator is called to be which fraction? Improper fraction. Improper fraction. So proper means lies between 0 to 1. Improper means it is greater than 1. Which is greater than 1. Which is greater than 1. So listen here. So first we can see the proper fraction, then we go for the improper fraction. So proper fraction 2 by 3. So we have said from the statement lies between 0 and 1. I have drawn the line with the help of 0 and 1. So how you represent this 2 by 3 on the number line? So you can divide each and every term by a 3. Each unit by 3. So 0 by 3, 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 3 becomes, if you can see in this one, get the value as 1. 0 by 3 is 0. Anything divided by 0 is 0. 3 by 3 is 1. So we can simply say this one lies between 0 and 1. So listen. Each and every unit will be divided by 3. 2 by 3 means, so denominator means this is a separation. 1, 2 and 3 will be divided into 3 equal parts. That means for 3 equal parts. So where is 2 by 3? Where is the 2 by 3? So if they ask you to notate the 2 by 3 on the number line means how to mention these things on the paper. So listen carefully. Proper fraction means you can remember one. Proper fraction means what? Denominator is greater than numerator. Rational form. Value of the number line will be lies between 0 and 1. Then for improper fraction, numerator is greater than denominator. Our number line will be greater than 1. So if it is improper fraction, we cannot easily apply in the number line. First you have to change that into a mixed fraction. Mixed fraction means it is in the form of Q or D. Quotient, remainder, divisor. So you can divide 13 with the help of 4. So 13 divide 4. How many 4s are 13? 13 not comes in the 4 table. So 4 into 3 is 12. Our remainder is 1. So you can change and write this 13 by 4 in the form of Q or D. Quotient, remainder, divisor. This is called to be a mixed fraction. So what is the quotient here? The quotient here is 3. 3 is called to be a quotient. This 4 is called to be a divisor. This 1 is called to be a remainder. So QRD means 3, remainder is 1, divisor is 4. So 3, 1 by 4. So that means 3 whole part and quarter part. 3 whole part and quarter part. That means it is more than 3 and less than 4. Means more than 3. So 3 and quarter only. So 3 plus that quarter. So it is more than 3 and less than the next number. Less than after 3 what comes? 4. So it is less than 4 and greater than 3. Lies in between the 3 and 4 on a number line. So how we can write this 1 by 4 on a number line? First write 3 as it is. Next one is 3 1 by 4. That means 3 quarter part. Next 3 2 by 4. Next 3 3 by 4. At last 3 4 by 4 will, this will get cancelled 1. So 3 plus 1 is again you get the result as 4. So that means it will be divided in between the 3 and 4 into the 4 portion. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now you can understand this easily. You can split and write, it will be easy for you. So the two data only how to keep in mind. What is proper fraction and improper fraction? If it is proper fraction, the denominator is greater than numerator. The rational number lies between 0 to 1. Improper fraction means it is the numerator is greater than denominator. Yes, it is always greater than 1. It is lies between 3 and 4. So next, using arithmetic mean, find the rational number between 11 by 5 and 7 by 3. So you know one formula for the arithmetic mean of two numbers A and B. Arithmetic mean of A and B is what? You have to add that number and divide it with 2 because two terms only you are taking. So that's why you are dividing with the 2. So here our A is 11 by 5, B is 7 by 5. Applying the formula. 11 by 5 plus 7 by 3 divides the 2. Only two terms we are going to find the ratio number between these two terms only. So you have to add that one, divide it with 2. So cross multiplication method. 11 into 3, operation is plus, 7 into 5. Then denominator 5 into 3 is 15. It's 11 3s are 33. Operation is plus, 7 5s are 35. At denominator 15. You have to divide at last with 12. So add these two terms. Value is 68 by 15. So as I already told you, division changes into multiplication, the values get reciprocal. 2 can be written as 2 by 1. Reciprocal means 1 by 2. Changing the division into multiplication, you have to change this next term also using the reciprocal. So listen, arithmetic means you have to use this formula A plus B by 2. If it is 2, you can divide it with 2. If the given question is 3 values, so you can write A plus B plus C divided by 3. So right, you can apply in the value, then solve this one. So cancelling this, you get 1 time 34. So your result is 34 by 15. So again you cannot cancel this value. So this is for the arithmetic mean. Using the arithmetic mean, we are finding the ratio number between these two values. So next, write 5 ratio numbers between 2 and 3. Is there any number between 2 and 3? You cannot write any whole number in between this. So but the ratio number we can write. So using how? So write this 2 as 2 by 1 and 3 as 3 by 1. So in this case you are multiplying it with 10. So 10 only it will be easy for you to understand. That's why we are multiplying this value with 10. So 2 by 1 and 3 by 1 both will be multiple as plus divided with 10. So 2 tens are 20, 3 ones are 10. Sorry, 1 tens are 10. 3 tens are 30, 1 tens are 10. So now you got the number as what? 20 by 10 and 30 by 10. In between we can write so many numbers. So what are the numbers? 21 by 10, 22 by 10, 23 by 10, 24 by 10, 25 by 10, 26 by 10, 27 by 10, 28 by 10, 29 by 10. So these are the 9 numbers, ratio numbers in between this 20 by 10 and 30 by 10. They ask you to find out only the 5 ratio function. So you can choose any 5 value for this. So listen carefully. Suppose they have given find the rational number between 5 and 6 means you have to multiple this 5 as well as 6 with 10 as well as divide it with 10. 6 into 10 and also divide it with 10. Okay, then only you can easily find the 5 values. Suppose they ask you to find the 20 value means is there any way to find with the help of 20? No. Only 9 value is possible here. If they ask you to find more than number means you have to multiply the value with 100 and also divide the value with 100. Okay. Exercise number 2.1, that is exponents and powers. You know the formula x power minus n, which is equal to 1 divided by x power n. So exponent means what? If it is 2 power 3, you can write 2 into 2 into 2. So this x can be called as base. 2 is called to be an base. 3 is called to be an exponent. Or power we can say. So how we can write, say this 2 to the power 3, we can read this 2 to the power 3 as 2 raised to the power 3. Okay, that means 2 to the power 3 means it is in the multiplication of 2 into 2 into 2. That means multiples. It is positive exponent. If it is negative exponent, 2 to the power minus 3 means how we can write this one? 1 divided by using the formula 2 to the power minus 3 can be written as 1 divided by 2 to the power 3. Okay. So these are the data. X power n is in the format of 2 to the power 3. 2 is called to be a base. 3 is called to be an exponent or power. How we can call this 2 power 3? 2 raised to the power 3. So using this formula we can write 2 power minus 3 as 1 divided by 2 power 3. Using this format 2 power minus 3 can be written as 1 divided by x power n here 2 power 3. So listen to the another problem. 1 divided by 10 whole to the power minus 4. 1 divided by 10 whole to the power minus 4. Use this formula. So first apply the powers inside. 1 power minus 4 and 10 power minus 4. So listen carefully. This negative 4 can be applied inside. 1 power minus 4, 10 power minus 4. Use this identity. 1 power minus 4 can be rechanged and written as 1 divided by, here the value of x is 1, n is 4. So now you can understand easily, I think. This 1 to the power 10 whole to the power minus 4, you can split and write the powers. Then you can consider this value only, 1 to the power minus 4. That I can take separately and return here. 1 to the power minus 4, using this identity, x power minus n is 1 divided by x power n. Here x is 1, n is 4. So 1 to the power 4. So like the similar way, this 10 to the power minus 4 can be changed and written as, here the x is 10. So 1 divided by x. This negative 4 changed as positive 4. So I have written here 1 divided by 1 to the power 4. This 10 to the power minus 4 can be written as 1 divided by 10 to the power 4. So this is numerator and denominator. This denominator of denominator comes to the numerator. How we can change and write this one? 1 divided by 1 to the power 4. This can be rewritten as 10 power 4 divided by 1. So again I can multiple and write this one. 1 into 10 to the power 4 is 10 to the power 4. 1 to the power 4 into 1 is 1 to the power 4. So 1 to the power 4 is what? That is nothing but 1. So your answer is 10 power 4. So listen carefully. If they ask you to evaluate this one means you can do this way. So listen, apply the powers inside and separate that one. So applying the powers 1 power minus 4 and 10 power minus 4. How you can write this 1 power minus 4? So using this value x power minus n means for 1 divided by x power n. Similar way 1 to the power minus 4 means 1 divided by 1 to the power 4. Next 10 to the power minus 4 means 1 divided by 10 to the power 4. That only have written, split and written here. Then this format can be after rechanging. 1 divided by 1 power 4. This division can be changed into a multiplication means the value gets reciprocal. Reciprocal means what? 10 to the power 4 by 1. For multiplying this one you get 10 to the power 4 and 1 to the power 4. So that one I have done here. So 1 power 4 is again 1. So you can write the answer simply as 10 to the power 4. This is evaluation. Next topic is multiplicative inverse or reciprocal. You know one thing, a power minus m and a power m are the multiplicative inverses of each other. Reciprocals. We can call upon a reciprocal. So in the question they asked you to find the multiplicative inverse of minus 11 by 23 whole power minus 16 means if they ask find the multiplicative inverse of minus 11 by 23 whole power minus 16 means you can write the multiplicative inverse of, you can write multiplicative inverse of this minus 11 by 23 whole power minus 16 is multiplicative inverse. What is multiplicative inverse? That means this a power minus m into a power m, which is equal to 1 is the identity. So you can change and write using this value. 1 divided by a power m and a power m. So if you cancel these two, you will get the value as 1. So that's why we are calling that a power minus m and a power m are the multiplicative inverse of each other. So using this one, we can write minus 11 by 23 whole power 16 is not equal to is. So minus m changes into a plus m. Minus 11 divided by 23 power 16. Then listen here. Using the same, we are split and write the powers. No, likewise you have to split and write this power also. 11 to the power 16 divided by 22 to the power 16. In that question, they ask you to find the positive exponent, means you can stop here itself. But if they ask you to find the negative exponent, means you have to change this exponent as a negative. So I am changing that one as negative. That means if you want to change the negative, use this statement only. A power minus m, watch. 1 divided by a power m. That means it is the reverse order. So 22 to the power 1 divided by 23, the power 16 can be rewritten as 23 power minus 16. Likewise, minus 11 power 16 can be rewritten as 1 divided by 11 power 16. So negative values, you have to write the negative values of that. Then take the powers outside. 23 divided by minus 11 whole power 16. As I told you already, the denominator value not to be a negative. So you can take the negative value to the numerator. So your final answer is minus 23 divided by 11 whole power minus 16. So listen to this case once again. A power minus m and a power m are the multiplicative inverses of each other. So in this example, they asked you to find the multiplicative inverse of minus 7 by 23 whole power 16 with the negative exponent, not positive exponent, with the negative exponent. Negative exponent means you have to provide the answer with the negative exponent. Exponent is nothing but the power value. So the multiplicative inverse of minus 11 by 23 power minus 16, which is equal to this negative. Here the negative and positive no. So like this you have to change and write this negative as positive. Minus 11 by 23 whole power 16. So split and write the powers. Then interchange the numerator and denominator. Take the powers outside. So denominator won't be negative. So you can change the denominator negative to the numerator. So look at the next one. Laws. I have taught you the two laws that only here. What is our first law? A power m into a power n, which is equal to a power m plus n. That means the bases are same. You can add the powers. So our question is minus 12 whole power 5 into minus 12 whole power minus 12. So bases are same. You can add the powers. No. So what are the powers? Minus 5 plus minus 12. A power m into a power n, which is equal to a power m plus n. Here our a is minus 12, m and n are minus 5 and minus 12. You can add the powers. So how you can write minus 5 plus minus 12? Minus into plus is again minus only. So both are negative. You can put the negative sign and add the values. So minus 12 whole power minus 17. That is our first law. Second law is what? Instead of that multiplication, they have given you a division. So similar way that the answer is that you have to add means here you have to subtract those values. A power m divide a power n, which is equal to a power m minus n. Our question is minus 18 whole power minus 19 divide minus 18 whole power minus 12. So both the bases are same. So look at the powers. Powers are minus 19 and minus 12. Here they ask you to subtract. So minus 19 minus of minus 12. So minus into minus what? Plus. Minus 19 plus 12. What is the biggest number? Minus 19 is the biggest number. You have to put negative sign and subtract those values. 19 minus 12 is what? 7. So in this session, exponent means nothing but the power. Exponent means what? Nothing but the power. Base means this one is called to be a base, this is called to be a power. How you can read this Two numbers means 2 raised to the power 3. Multiplicative inverse are a bar minus m and a bar n are the multiplicative inverse are reciprocals of each other. The two laws are a bar m into a bar n, which is equal to a bar m plus n, and another identity law a bar m divided a bar n, which is equal to a bar m minus n. So that's all. How to revise this video once or twice, then it will be easy for your exam. All the best for your examination. Thank you, students.